with our warm-up. As always, let's bring our arms coming up and down. Get that full range of motion into those shoulders. And then let's go ahead and start swinging them left to right. I'm going to go ahead and mute both of you. As always, feel free to unmute at any point. And then let's go ahead and stop our feet outside of those hips. Let's bend it over, reach the floor. Stretch out the back of those legs. And then we will go ahead, bend it down into our nice deep squat, hands up. Use those elbows to push the knees out. Open up those hips. How's it going, Alex? Just getting into our warm up. Arms over our head, we're standing back up and repeating. Bend it over, touch the floor. Keep those legs nice and straight. And then let's bring it down, deep squat. Bend those legs, hands up, push the knees out. And then we have our arms overhead, stand it on up, one more. We are bending it over. Keep that back nice and straight as you reach for the floor. And then we will go ahead, bring it down nice and low. One last time, hands up. This time, bringing that right arm to the sky, twisting to the right, making sure you're looking up at your hand. And then go ahead, bring it back down, switching sides, left arm up, looking up at that hand. And then we are bringing it down, push the knees out one last time. And then let's go ahead, stand it on up. Time for our high plank. Hands to the ground, press those feet back. And then we lower the hips down as we take a nice big inhale. And then as we exhale, we raise the hips up. Step that right foot forward. If you need to, you can always modify it by dropping that other knee to the ground. Go ahead, step that right foot back, switching sides, left foot forward. And then let's go ahead, step it back, high plank, lower the hips down, nice big inhale. And then we exhale, raise those hips up, right foot forward. Go ahead, step it on back, step the left forward. We just have one last one. Step it back to that high plank, nice big inhale. Lower the hips, and then go ahead, exhale it up, right foot forward last time, pulse it out, and then go ahead and switch left foot forward. Again, drop that other knee if you need to. Go ahead, step it back, and then slowly stand on up whenever you are ready. We are gonna go ahead and get straight into our movements today, starting with, of course, our strength circuit. 3 exercises as always. We are starting with a front raise push-up. So in our high plank, we are going to raise one arm straight ahead. Notice that I'm not rotating my hips. I'm still keeping them nice and parallel to the ground. Bring the hand back down, come into that push-up, and then switch sides. Now, of course, if you start to fatigue, you can always raise both arms first and then come down into that push-up. Just depends on how you are feeling. Then our second exercise, we're gonna come into a sumo position, feet outside of our hips, toes pointed at that 45-degree angle. We're gonna come down into a squat. From here, we are gonna raise both our heels coming onto our tippy toes, and then we are gonna extend up while those heels are still off the ground. Then you place the heels back down, come down flat foot sumo, raise the heels up, extend it on up. Then our last exercise, we are going to do a halo to a side lunge. So keeping those legs still outside of our hips. This time we are turning our toes so that they are pointing forward. If you have a weight, you'll use it. If not, you will still do this movement, taking our hands left to right, keeping your hands as close to your head as you can. Then it should come right in front of your chin. Drop down into that side lunge. Bring it around opposite direction, right to left, and then you come down onto that left leg. So whichever side you end on in that rotation for that halo, that's the side that you are going to lunge to. So those are our 3 exercises today. We only have 2 rounds. First round is 2 sets, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And then our first round is only 1 set, but it is 50 seconds of work with 30 seconds to rest. So of course, pace yourself accordingly. We are going to start on the ground in our push-up position, high plank. As we get ready, again, you are raising that arm just forward, making sure those hips stay parallel to the ground, and then you come down into that push-up. Everybody bring it to the floor. We are going to get started in 5 seconds. 2 sets of 30 seconds of work, starting in 3, 2, 1. Raise that one arm forward, bring it down to that push-up, and then alternate those arm raises. And again, if you start to fatigue into those push-ups, you can always raise both arms and then come down into that push-up. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. One more set of these push-ups. Always feel free to modify those push-ups if you need to. We are back in our high plank, knees up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise that arm forward. Drop it down to that push-up. Or if you need to, you can always modify it to your knees. Raise the arm up, drop it down. If you're somewhere in between, one knee down, one knee up. 10 seconds, and then we're gonna stand it on up for those sumo squats. We have 2, 1. Let's stand it on up, grab a weight. If you have one, bring your feet outside of the hips, toes pointed, 45-degree angle. We're coming down with our feet flat first in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, raise the heels up, extend. Place the heels back down, come down to that squat. Tippy toes, extend. Making sure, especially if you're holding a weight, shoulder blades pressed back, squeeze them back together. Keep that chest nice and upright. We only have 5 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. You guys are looking great. One more set of these. Feet should be outside of the hips, slightly angled. We are dropping it down in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Come on the tippy toes, extend it up. Drop the heels back down to reset. Looking good, Alex. Looking good, Mike. We got 15 seconds. Single digits. Only 5 remaining. 2, 1. We are resting, keeping those feet outside of the hips. Go ahead, just turn them so the toes are pointing forward. We are going to start from left to right, then drop it down to that right leg, and then switch. 1, let's start left to right, as close to the head as you can. Bend that right leg. Press it up, right to left, bend the left leg. Left to right, bend the right leg. Keeping one leg bent, one leg straight as you come into that side lunge. Push your butt back. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. We just have one more set of these, and then we are starting our one set of 50 seconds of work. Right to left, bend that right leg. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it around. Drop it down. Right to left, bend the left. Again, keeping your head as close, or keeping your hands as close to your head as you can, as we work our shoulders in that halo. We have 5 seconds, and then we're back to our push-ups. 2, 1, on the floor, 1 set, 50 seconds of work this time. Push-ups, raising that arm just straight ahead. We have 4 seconds, we are in position. 2, 1, raise it up, drop it down, switch sides. If you need to, always feel free, modify it on those knees. Just make sure you do not curve that back, pull the belly button into your spine, or if you're somewhere in between, again, one knee down, one knee up. Just make sure you lead with that chest, not your forehead. Already more than halfway there. These are our last set of push-ups. Just 15 seconds. How many can you get in with these last 10 seconds? We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can relax. Go ahead, grab some water if you need to. We have a little bit longer of a rest time, 30 seconds. And then we are grabbing that weight if you have it. Sumo position, outside of the hips, angled at that 45. We're coming down on the toes, extend it up. We got 10 seconds, let's bring it into position. Grab your weight. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Come onto the toes, extend it up. This is our last set of these. Again, make sure that back stays nice and straight as you come down. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. "20 seconds, more than halfway. Whew. Make sure you have that balance first before you extend all the way up. We just have 5 seconds. Give me one last squat, bring it down, and rest. Whew. Keeping our weight in our hands, keeping our feet, legs where they are, just turn those feet. Toes should be pointing forward now. We are going left to right, bending that right leg. 15 seconds. Take one nice big inhale, and then go ahead, exhale it all out. Bring it into position, left to right, around the head, in 3, 2, 1, left to right. Bend that right leg, right to left, bend the left. Push the butt back as you lower, and always, always squeeze those shoulder blades back. Looking good, Jonathan. Looking good, Bob. Halfway. And then we get our nice long break after this before we move into cardio. Just over 10 seconds remaining. Only 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew, grab some water while I go ahead and demo our 3 cardio moves. We have crisscross jack with an arm raise. So arms down by your side, feet out wide. Every time you crisscross those feet, arms should be coming up to shoulder height. Every time they're out, arms are down. So every time you crisscross, they should be coming up. If you want to make this a little bit more of a strength move, if you have light weights, very light weights, you can hold on to those or water bottles as you do that to add a little bit of that shoulder strength. Second exercise, we have our jump squat squares. In our squat position, jumping it forward to the side, back, left, and then forward, making that square. Once you make that square, you're going to go ahead and reverse directions, jumping back to the left or to the right, forward, left, back, and then reverse it back forward. Always making sure that you're landing in that squat, nice, soft legs, don't want to hurt your knees. And then our last exercise, bringing back planks or burpees this week. We have hands to the floor, chest to the ground, press it up, plank jack, bring it back in, jump it up. So we're down, then into that plank jack, and then back up for the normal way we end our burpees. We are starting first, arms down, feet out. Every time you cross, arms are coming up. Or even if you have like a medium size weight and you still want to do it, you can just hold one in your hand. So every time you cross, it can still come up. Again, totally up to you if you have the weight for it. Otherwise, we are getting started in 3, 2, 1, jumping it out. Getting our heart rate started in this cardio circuit, making sure you're staying on the toes as you jump. If you need that low impact version, you're just gonna cross the feet rather than jumping both at the same time. Just bringing those arms just up to shoulder height. We have 3 seconds. 1, let's rest. Whew. Bringing our heart rate up. 1 more set of these. Again, feet are starting hip width, and then we cross it in 3, 2, 1. Cross it. Bring those arms up. Make sure you alternate which legs you are crossing to. Halfway there. And then we come into our jump squat squares. 2, 1, let's rest. Go ahead, bring it slightly to the edge, hip width apart. We're gonna jump forward, then to the right first, and then bring it back into our square. We have 3, 2, 1, jump it forward, land in that squat. To the right, then back, then to the left, and then forward. Now reverse it, back, right, forward, left, back, bring it back forward. You're halfway there. Don't forget to land in that squat, nice and low. We have 2, 1, let's rest. Whew. Shake the legs out if you need to, and then we are coming back, going forward, right, and then back, our square. We have 3, 2, 1, jump forward, to the right, back, left, forward. Now bring it back, to the right, forward, left, back, now forwards. Ten seconds. Keep it going. Keep those legs bent when you land. 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Plank jack burpees. When you press up into that high plank, jump the feet out, in, and then end that burpee. Hands down. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Chest to the floor. Press it up. Jump the feet out. Back in, forward, jump it up. That's 1. Guys, you're doing great. We got 10 seconds. If you need to modify it by just stepping it back instead of jumping. 2, 1, let's rest. Whew. 1 last set in this first round, hands down, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands down, chest to the floor, press it up, jump the feet out. And of course, you can always step it back, lower it down, step out the plank jacks, step it in, and then step it forward, and then just extend onto your toes. We have 3, 2, 1, let's rest. Crisscross arm raises. Just 1 set. We are starting, arms down. 3, 2, 1, Crisscross it, arms up. Only when the feet are uncrossed should the arms be down. Staying on our toes the entire time. And if you need that low impact, step it across. Still raise those arms up. Just nice, quick movements. Halfway. Last set of these. And then we get that little bit of a longer break, 30 seconds to rest. Keep it up. Can you pick those feet up just a little bit faster for the last 5 seconds? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Whew. Grab some water and then bring it back. We got jump squats, squares. Whew. Words are hard today. Whew. Making sure plenty of water. Nice deep breaths. We have 10 seconds. Feet should be hip width, jumping forward and to the right. 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward to the right. Come back, left. Once you hit forward again, reverse it. Landing with those legs, that nice bend in that squat position. Guys are doing awesome. We are halfway. I know your quads and your booty are probably burning. That's what we want. Keep it up. We got just 10 seconds. Keep moving. Try and move that little bit faster. We got 5 seconds. That's it. 1 round. 1. Let's rest. Whew. Grab that water. Shake out the legs. And then we have our plank jack burpees. Whew. 15 seconds. Try to bring that heart rate down. And then go ahead, stand it on up. We have 10 seconds. Hands are coming to the ground. Chest to the floor. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's move. Our last cardio set. Hands down, chest to the floor. Press it up. Jump those feet out. Keep it moving. Only 30 seconds. Just gonna blow my nose really quickly, but keep going, keep going. We got just over less than half. Almost there. Just over 10 seconds. And then we get our long break. Can you pick the pace up just a little bit with only 5 seconds? 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Grab some water. Whew. What a cardio circuit. Now we move into core. Our last circuit, we are going to start in a sit-up position. So feet flat, legs bent, laying on your back, keeping those arms over your chest, chin off the chest. We are going to sit it up into a sit-up. Arms will be directly in front of your chest now. You're just gonna rotate it to one side, bring it back down, sit it on up, and then rotate it to the other, keeping that core nice and engaged as you rotate. Then our second exercise, reverse crunch to a leg extension, laying on our back, legs extended this time. We're gonna tuck both knees in to get that little hip lift off the ground. And then when you come back on the ground, extend the legs out. As always, you guys know what I'm gonna say, pelvic tilt, lower back nice and flat. Imagine there's that towel there and you won't let anyone pull it away. That is what is going to work those muscles. And then our last exercise, we are rolling it over into an elbow plank. We're gonna start with our arms, our forearms, horizontal, and we are coming into our rolling side planks. Making sure as you rotate, that arm comes straight up, almost like you're making a little T, shoulders stacked on top, chest nice and upright, and then you bring it down and switch it to the other side. Whew. Let's go ahead. Start with our rotational sit-up. If you have a weight, again, more than welcome to hold it over your chest as you rotate. It'll work your core just that little bit extra. We have 2 sets, 30 seconds of work. Everyone on the ground, bring it down, Mike. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Rotate it to one direction, then bring it back down. This time when you come up, rotate it other direction. Those arms should be exactly at shoulder height when you are up in that sit-up. Keeping those arms nice and straight the entire time. We just have 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. We're gonna do one more set of these. Again, keep that chin off your chest. Whew. We are starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, rotate, back down, up, rotate the other way. Do not let momentum help you lay all the way down. Pause for that 1 second and then engage your core to sit you back up. You got 5 seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest. Lay it back down, legs extended. If you want that weight, you can keep it held over your chest. Otherwise, lay it down under your hips. We tuck the knees in, extend the legs out. 2, 1, bring it in. Slight hip lift. Once the hips are down, extend the legs out. If you're holding a weight over your chest, again, just make sure that your back does not arch. If you cannot keep it from arching, go ahead and drop that weight and just bring your hands under your hips. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Whew. Grab a quick sip if you need it. We got one more set of these, starting in 7 seconds. Legs extended, tuck the knees in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, extend it out. Looking good, Bo. Looking good, Jonathan and Alex. 15 seconds. You're halfway there before we turn it over into those elbow planks. 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. Forearms are on top of each other, horizontal. Bring it to the floor, elbows under those shoulders. We have 3, 2, 1. Kick the right arm up, twist it to the right, up in the sky. Back down, bring the left arm, twist to the left. Keep those hips nice and upright. You can turn your feet so then you are on the side of the foot rather than on the toes when you're in those side planks. We have 5 seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. One more set of these, and then we are in our final round for the entire workout. Bring it into position. Right arm's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Right arm up. Back down. Left arm up. Again, make sure those shoulders right on top of each other. Do not over rotate. 2, 1. Let's rest. Turn it back over our sit-ups. Last round, 1 set each. That's it. Rotational sit-ups. Bring it on your back. We have 3, 2, 1. Sitting it on up, arm shoulder height as we rotate it. Bring it back down. Even if you don't have weight, you should still be rotating. It will still work your core. Chin off that chest. Again, not moving too quickly in this movement. You don't want momentum to help you at all. Take it nice and slow. Quality over quantity. We just have 10 seconds. And then we will be done with these sit-ups. With 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, lay it back down. Extend those legs out. Grab that quick sip if you need it. This is your chance, 30 seconds of rest. Longer than I normally give you guys. Whew. We are going to tuck both our knees in, extend the legs out. We got 10 seconds. Lay it on down, extend those legs out. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in, extend it out. Just get that little tiny hip lift in, work your lower core with that, and then as you extend it out, make sure you tuck the belly button in before you extend the legs. We're more than halfway there. We just have a little bit over 10 seconds. Two, 1, let's rest. Turn it over. Our rolling side planks. Laying on those forearms, keeping them horizontal, one on top of the other. Grab that last sip of water. This is it, our last set. It's only 50 seconds. We're coming into our elbow plank. We're gonna bring that right hand up and rotate. We got 5 seconds, knees up in 3, 2, 1. Right hand up, rotate. Bring it down, then the left. Working our shoulders quite a bit today. Make sure you keep those hips nice and upright. You still want that nice straight line. Just over 10 seconds. We're almost there, our final few seconds. Keep it rotating, just 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Let's go ahead and rest. Grab quick sip of water, and then we will get into a nice little cool down. We will go ahead and start by laying on our stomach with our legs extended, keeping both our hands by our chest. We're just gonna press it up into that cobra, just like we did in our warm-up. Nice big inhale. It's time to stretch out that core. And then go ahead, exhale, and bring the chest back down. We're gonna go ahead and do one more of these. Let's inhale it up, press those hands through the ground, extend the arms. And then let's go ahead, exhale it down. This time we're gonna push it back into a child's pose position. Hips sitting on our heels with those palms on the ground. Chin to chest. Just lower that forehead to the floor whenever you are ready. And then from here, let's go ahead and slowly walk it over to the left. Stretching out our upper right back. And then we will go ahead and slowly walk it over to the right. Let's bring it back. Center. From here, we're going to raise the hips up and slide our hands forward into our puppy position. Drop that forehead to the ground once your hips are all the way up. And then chest into the floor, stretching out your chest and your shoulders. From here, we are going to take our left hand, flip it over and bring it across and under that right arm, threading the needle. We're going to turn our head to look towards the left or towards the right. And then you can either stay as you are, or you can take that right arm and bring it up to the sky. Just make sure those hips stay nice and even in the air. If your hand is up in the sky, making sure you're turning to try to look up at it. And then let's go ahead, bring that right arm down and bring the left back under. Go ahead, switching sides, right hand, flip it over, bring it across and under the left, turning to lay on the right side of your face. And then same thing, you can either stay as you are or bring the left arm up, twist to look up at the hand. Just make sure those hips are nice and even. One more breath in. And then let's go ahead, exhale that left arm down, bring the right back, and then let's slide the hands back into quadruped position, hands and knees. We are going to go ahead and step that right foot forward into our hip flexor. Just sink those hips, feeling it in your left hip flexor. And then we'll go ahead, push the hips back, extend that right leg, lift the toes, fold it forward to stretch out those hamstrings. If you need to, bend the knee just slightly to take some of that pressure off. We have 3, 2, 1. Drop the toes, push the hips forward, step that right foot back, and now step the left foot forward. Sink the hips one more time. And then let's go ahead, push the hips back, extend the left leg, lift the toes, fold it forward, bend that knee if you need to. And then let's go ahead, bring it back, drop the left foot down, step that left foot back. We're picking the knees up, downward dog. Walk out the heels, stretching out your calves. And then let's go ahead and slowly walk our hands back to our feet, and then just slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Whew. That is all I have for class today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And a little announcement, since we did not have strength circuit on Monday, since I know most of you take it, I am going to start doing sort of a specialty class. It'll be the last Monday of every month. It will still be strength circuit, but it'll be weighted strength. So you will need dumbbells for the last Monday of strength circuit if you take my class on Mondays. Just an FYI. I'll put it out in the emails also, but I just wanted to let you guys know, since we did not have class